Hello there, my beautiful Geminis. It's Rachael with Dark Knight Coaching. Today I am going to do a general reading for you for the sign of Gemini for the month of June going into July. These messages aren't really like timed. It's just kind of whenever you stumble upon this, so there's probably something pertinent for you. So with the Gemini, you just had, I'm just recording this after your moon that just happened when was that? A couple weeks ago for you. It was a full moon, and the first card that came out from my wisdom oracle cards when I was meditating and doing your pre-shuffles, was the new moon card. A new start is coming. So if you haven't already felt a major shift, you will be really soon, because you have a couple other confirmation cards happening for you. And I'm going to go over the oracle cards first, and then I'll dive into the tarot. So the first card was the moon card. The second card I'm going to tap into here, our deck, is the third eye intuition deck. This is kind of just Spirit's way of helping you hone in and focus on whatever it is your third eye or your intuition or your gut instincts are telling you. So Spirit really wants you to harness something. Is there a motif that keeps appearing in your life, either over a long period or a short term? Think of how you might translate or interpret this as a symbol or a metaphor of your intuition. So this doesn't have to be a motif. This could be like angel numbers that you're seeing repeatedly. Fives usually symbolize change. When I did your general pool here, you got a lot of twos, like 222. That is usually symbolic of like alignment. So you're in alignment right where you are, Gemini. I do feel that. I do feel like there is a lot of change happening. I did get like the death and the rebirth card and a couple other things that I'll go over here for you, but there are a lot of things happening that are new to you, but a lot of positive energy. And you did get the same, one of the same wisdom oracle messages as Aquarius, and I'll go over that in a minute here too. So the next card I pulled for you was from my Power of Love deck. This is from my James Von Prahl deck. I just love this deck because it's kind of like little lessons from Spirit, little things we can focus on to help us align. So your card is freedom. It says, you are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through your loving energy and your openness. So if you've been, maybe going through a breakup, or if you're starting a new job, I do feel like Spirit has a lot of new opportunities for you. I was going to say new tasks, but that sounds a little ominous, but it's kind of what it is. So whenever there's change, there's always room to grow, and Spirit really wants you to focus on freedom. So if you're having a hard time finding peace and harmony and balance, which I do feel like with some of these cards you are, Spirit really wants you to focus on like, what have you gained since you left a situation that didn't serve you? Like, what did you really gain from that? And that just might be like freedom of self, because the heart chakra, or the chakra card that I pulled for you, which maybe some of you need to work on your heart chakra, is renewal. And this is tied to your root chakra, this is basically like the rebirth renewal phase. So if you've been going through like a dark night of the soul, or you've had some sort of traumatic breakup, some sort of, divorce or loss, or, it could be you're grieving a situation, I do feel like that period is ending for you, just because of the synchronicities with the new moon. And you also have the Fool card here coming up. So this is a new chance. This is like a shot at redemption is what I'm hearing here. So there are a lot of positive things coming for you, Gemini. And then from my Wisdom Oracle deck, I pulled the By the Book card, which is like, this is basically to me like the baby steps card. So like little by little, you're going to get where you need to go. It just might feel a little ominous at first, but I do feel like there's powerful changes. And on the bottom of the deck, there's the exchanging gifts card. And that is like someone's coming in for you, a soulmate probably. It doesn't have to be like, soulmates aren't all about love. So this could be a friendship, could be a business partnership coming in for you, Gemini. This is definitely going to be an exchange of gifts. So make sure you're aware of the things that you have to offer here. And I just think there's going to be a huge shift for you, because you have 5 major arcana in your pool. So this is a big chapter for you. Now, this is just my random oracle deck. I don't remember the name of it. I just like it because it's pink and gold. But you got the same card as Aquarius here. So if you have Aquarius in your chart or you're dealing with Aquarius, this is kind of just a confirmation for you. The card I pulled was Light. It says, weave your spells by the light of the stars and listen to your inner voice. So if you're, I don't think you can see that very well. Sorry, I'll have to tone down the light. But if you're experiencing some hardships, or you're just trying, having a hard time finding the positive in whatever situation's happening for you, so like Spirit is saying, find that silver lining. Like you will find it. If you're having a hard time right now, it is coming, but there are just a lot of challenges here for you. So I'm going to go ahead and dive into the tarot spread here. If the message has resonated so far, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps my channel to grow, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. If you want to learn more about how you can heal your root chakra, which is the red symbolized here, you can go click on my other video about root chakra, and it kind of dives in a little deeper about things you can do to help ground yourself, essentially. So the root chakra is all about stability, family, like setting a good solid foundation, so that way you're not in this like constant state of like fight or flight mode, essentially. So if you can heal that, you're gonna set yourself up for a really solid foundation to move forward and work on these other things that are coming for you, because I do see that there are a lot of other things that you're working on healing here, Gemini. So your current vibe, your current card that I pulled for you was the Seven of Wands. This is all about standing up for yourself, your belief system, your value system. That's kind of what the Seven of Wands symbolizes. So you've had to walk away from something that didn't serve you, and you're really on a whole brand new path here. So your current environment is the Page of Swords. This is kind of like an immature spying energy. So if you've had somebody at work that's like, I don't know, a snitch, or going and telling the boss silly little things, I do feel like you're aware of it, which is good, but I do feel like that needs to be healed. So the universe is trying to tell you, the Hermit card, this is number 9, which is all about change as well. This is like the spirit's wanting you to go within and like see what is triggering you and why, because I do feel like you are being tested at this time, and I think the only way that you're going to be able to get through this is if you can find a lesson. If you could find the lesson here, like becoming aware enough to know why you're having to go through this, what is it you're learning, and what can this person teach you, or this situation, what can you take from it, instead of maybe leaning on the negative aspects of like, oh, this is terrible, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to do this. Maybe this is like the little push you need from Spirit to get you out of this comfort zone that doesn't seem so comfortable anymore. So stand up for your beliefs, stand up for your values, make the changes you need to make. The opportunity here is, if you do go within, you're going to be on this brand new trajectory here, because the Fool card came out. So Spirit is trying to guide you there. I just don't think it's very comfortable for you at this time. But with the Moon card here, this is another synchronistic confirmation for you, Gemini. I think new things are coming. And then with the timing and the underpinning information, you do have the Death card. So this is, to me, symbolic of a very, very obvious like dark night of the soul rebirth sort of vibe. So if you've been having like these major life changes, and you've had this like ego death, and you're not really sure which way is up, which way is down, like you can't even tell, like you're probably going through a dark night of the soul. And it's kind of like basically you're breaking your whole world down so you can start over and build something new for your benefit. It may not feel like it again at the moment, but it is, to grow, to learn, to move forward, to get out of old bad habits. The timing on this varies. There's three different phases to a dark night of the soul. You have life, you have death, you have rebirth. So, if your life is crumbling down, then you're in the death mode. But with this death and this renewal is essentially like the rebirth card to me in the chakra deck. And this is like you're in the in-between phase. So grounding yourself, building a solid foundation, being very present and aware. And, also tying in that freedom card here. The freedom that you have now to start this new path, to start this brand new journey. That is a gift in itself. It might feel very overwhelming at times, but I do see that there is positive stuff in your future. And again, the near future is the Four of Swords, which is healing. That's all about healing, but that can only happen if you go into this hermit mode. So it's like, it's a progression here, Gemini. I feel like it is a tough month. Maybe a tough next couple weeks. The Death card for timing, it could be, it varies. It depends on how quickly you can learn your lessons and how quickly you can move forward. But with this by the book card, this is like baby steps. Just remember, with life, with death, with rebirth, it's like, it takes 10 months to grow a baby in the womb. So you're not going to you have to walk before you run, essentially here. And as much as, when we are in the midst of change, we really are craving something to move forward. It might even hold us back if we're not finding balance here, which is another one of your cards. So, you had the Four of Swords, which is all about healing. That's in your near future. You have Temperance, which is in your near past, which is all about balance and harmony. So if you've been trying to find a good balance between, maybe spirituality and the physical world, I feel like you are finding harmony there. If you're trying to find just a general balance of this new lifestyle, I do feel like you are finding some peace there. Others' perception of your situation is the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you're very much so a truth teller, Gemini. I do feel like that is, you're a person that wears your heart on your sleeve, and I do feel like it's showing to the world, and they really see you and your authenticity and your true colors here. And that is going to get you way farther in life than anything else. So make sure you're very, very true to yourself. And I do feel like you have been doing that. In the immediate future, you have the Eight of Wands, which is very fast moving energy. This is all about communication as well. This is about moving forward, which I do feel like you will be doing. I just feel like you got to kind of set this pace, because with that by the book card, it's like you have to do things in a specific order in order to move forward. And I do think you're aware and intelligent and intuitive enough to know what you're doing and how you need to progress forward. Just because there's a lot of healing cards here, a lot of introspection. I do think you have the skills and the emotional intelligence to see what you're doing and how it affects you and how to move forward here. And I just saw 222 on the recording clock when I was going there, and that is significant to you for sure, because I just have 222 right here that I'm going to go over right now. And that is your hopes and fears is the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles is all about balance and harmony and juggling things. And so is kind of the Temperance. The Temperance is like balance and harmony of emotions and how you're feeling. The Two of Pentacles is like the balance and harmony of the real, tangible 3D world. So, I do feel like you have balanced your spiritual side with your earthy side, but now you're kind of having a bit of a struggle putting things into play when it comes to the 3D world. So it's just like finding the sweet spot. It could be also balancing your yin and your yang, which is your feminine and masculine energy. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is tied to balancing peace and harmony when it comes to work, life, love, that sort of relationship balance. And, it's family, it's children, it's coworkers, it's a lot of those things. But the outcome I have for you is very, very positive. It's very optimistic. There is a sort of coupling here with the Two of Cups. This is all about, but let me show you these real quick. 2, 2, and 2. So you have, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So again, look up angel number 222. But there is a coupling here. That could be a new career for you, something that's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. It could very well be a person. I am seeing that there is probably somebody from the past coming back, because you do have the Six of Cups, and that's all about nostalgia. That's all about past love, maybe a past commitment that you want to rekindle or something along those lines. But with the Two of Swords here, it's like there is a choice to make. There is something maybe you're defending. It could be a mindset that you really are kind of sticking to. There could be a choice to make when it comes to love or relationships or this career, whatever situation you're in. There's a big big choice to make, because I do feel like you're just totally on a new path, a new trajectory. And then lastly, the unconscious or subconscious information that's coming in here is a bit ominous. It's the devil card. So this is all about habits, bad habits, addictions, toxic behaviors. It could just be immature behavior just because of the Page of Swords here. So it's something either you're battling with or somebody in your energetic circle is really battling with. It could be both. With that, the advice is Queen of Pentacles. So make sure you're being like proactive and responsive. So a lot of the times when we get into a state of like fear mode, fight or flight mode, we're very reactive instead of responsive. So take a minute, take a breath, try to really focus in and calm yourself before you make rash decisions, essentially. And that could be, that could be for yourself, that could be for your family. But I do sense that there's a lot of positive stuff coming for you, Gemini. It's just a lot of work you have to put in and a lot of introspection and healing that needs to be done in the next few weeks. But healing is a lifelong journey as well. So don't be too hard on yourself. If you're like, oh, I can't get over this, things will flow in their natural time frames. So don't beat yourself up for sure. But that's what I have for you, Gemini. If this helped, please hit the like button and comment and subscribe. I would love to have you come back. If you're interested in a one-on-one coaching session, please feel free to reach out to me via email or to my website for a booking. And I will see you next time.